gonna play with me.
And we're back. You know, one reason that even rank-and-file Americans have a problem with soaking the rich and raising taxes everywhere is because we are aspirational. Even those of us who aren't rich dream that one day we could do well and be rich. America is now embarking on the Great Recovery, and we should all be proud to be part of it. And one guy who demonstrates the hard work and the determination of the American dream is Andy Andrew, the author of a lovely little book called The Noticer. Andy, way back when he was like 19 years old, he was living homeless under the Santa Monica Pier. Now, sir, you're with us tonight. Welcome. You've made the New York Times bestseller list, which means, of course, I hate you. But tell me, sir, how did you get there?
Dennis, well, it wasn't under the Santa Monica Pier. It was Alabama, which is right near Santa Monica, actually. But I was on the Gulf Coast. And
that's my producer's fault. I was just told by a producer to let you know that, and it was. So go ahead.
But my parents died. My mom died of cancer. My dad in a car accident. I made a bunch of bad decisions and ended up literally homeless before that was even a term. You know, 30 years ago, nobody was talking about homeless
then you were just
people.
a beach bum.
Yeah, I was.
All right. What set you right?
Well, I met an old guy late one night who told me something very specific that I think is the answer for America's people right now.
And what is that?
Do something. He said, when you don't know what to do something. He said, I know you can't do everything right now, but you can do something right now. You've sat around for so long, been so scared and so worried that you've begun to doubt the very value in your life. What value do you have? Can you read for somebody? Go read to them. Can you pull weeds for somebody? Go pull weeds. I'm not saying go ask them if I pull your weeds, will you give me $10? What I'm saying is that if I pull these weeds, just go out and find them and pull them. And you will establish value in your life that you didn't realize was there, and other people will see a value in you that they didn't see before, and people of value get opportunities and jobs.
Right.
Yeah.
So instead of sitting back and feeling the fear, folks, sell the hope, build some hope. Yeah, thanks for that, Andy. And we're going to bring in the real deal squad, actually. We're going to bring them back. We got Julian, Julie, Ben, Peter, Amanda, Bernard, Keith, and Greg. And what was the name of that maid on the Brady Bunch? Alice, I think was her name. Greg Knapp, start us off. Isn't this a great American tale? The idea here was a guy homeless when he was 19 or 20 years old. Now he's fat, happy, well, not that fat, and a bestseller on the New York Times list.
I love it. Absolutely. It's the American dream, and we really need a new American dream now, because the idea of one job for 40 years, retire with a gold watch, isn't there. You've got to come up with ways to create income generators for yourself, maybe more than one, hopefully more than one.
Yeah, Julie Raginski, you believe in hard work, right? Sometimes I just feel like we're not talking enough about hard work.
I certainly do. I think I engage in it a lot every day. But look, Andy, you have a great story, and I commend you, and I think it's fabulous, and I think a lot of people need to take a lesson from you.
Oh,
and actually, Greg and I agree on this 100%. You no longer have the guarantee of a job for 40 years. You've got to work.
Right, we don't like agreement on this show. We want conflict.
Well, I'm sorry, Andy. I can't believe what you did with your life. Shame on you.
Isn't Andy's message really contrary to the age of Obama?
Oh,
What he wants to do really is control us. This guy lived in his car and has made something out of his life. Will that be possible in 10 years, 20 years, 40 years?
Andy? Guys, we have spent so much time in this country looking at each other and devaluing each other. When we look at a kid and say, oh, you're going to be a doctor, but you're going to be a guy who fixes cars. Don't we need people to fix cars? What we need to do is not be divided by color or finances or political affiliation. We need to create value in each other, and we can do that by doing something.
Right.